I just wanted to share this adorable card that Mari made. The cake is washi tape. Oh, isn't that just the cutest? We are working on putting together a care package, a birthday care package for a friend. This is the part that I am working on. It is taking me much longer than I anticipated. I didn't save enough time. I'm trying to see if you can, and you can't. I don't think you can even tell. But each petal has 4 different shades of blue in it in various places. So it takes a lot of time shifting colors. I'm finding if it was just the shape of the flower, it would go quick. Even if it was just the flower with an outline, it would go quick. But having to switch back and forth and make sure and count and get all the details right is taking some time. But the light doesn't really show. It does make a difference to how realistic they look. But it also takes a very long time. I thought that forget-me-nots were appropriate considering current life restraints. But also blue is her favorite color, so it seemed like a good option. And it was originally going to be a bookmark, but it's actually turning out bigger than expected. It'll be about that, the width of the design. It's a little big for a bookmark. So, I don't know, maybe I'll make it into a little wall hanging or something of that sort. I don't know. We'll see. Back to it. Good.
Hi. I just was making food. It's very, I like it, and then I also made a pretty little frame. I painted it pink, and well, here I am.
Gift, right?
Yes, it's a gift. It's a gift for Stephanie, a friend, and her birthday was yesterday, and it's quarantine, we decided to give her some gifts.
So I'm still putting together the package for my friend for her birthday, and I divide it. I keep shamrock, I grow shamrock as a houseplant, and I divide it some up and have a clump to go to her that I included a little Irish blessing with. The shamrock is not happy with me right now. I divided it up yesterday with the intention of giving it to her yesterday, and then we got snowed in, and by the time we got the driveway all cleared out and the cars could go, it was just late, and so I put it off for the day. The shamrock is not happy, but I think it'll be just fine once it goes into a pot. It's in a plastic bag inside this with soil, but still not ideal. So the blessing, Irish blessing. May you live a long life full of gladness and health, with a pocket full of gold as the least of your wealth. May the dreams you hold dearest be those which come true, and the kindness you spread keep returning to you. I thought that was lovely. I've been reading a whole lot about Celtic spirituality lately, and I find myself thinking in blessings sometimes. I even speaking in blessings sometimes. I don't know, maybe that's kind of what we need right now. So I finished the cross stitch, and the whole time I was working on it, I was thinking, okay, well, once I got to a certain point anyway, well, clearly this is not going to be a bookmark. Clearly it's going to be too big for a bookmark, so what am I going to do with it in the back of my mind? And then I kept thinking, you know what, just finish it. You'll figure it out later. Just finish it. Just finish it. So I finished it, and I looked into my options, and I didn't like anything that, I didn't want to make it a pillow because I didn't want it to be poofy. I wanted it to be flat. I wanted the design to lay flat. And then there were some other things I didn't really have the supplies for. I'm playing with my fingers because they're all covered in super glue. I hate that feeling. Anyhow, long story short, poor Ian got roped into building me a frame because that was the best. There's a little sawdust on it option. Poor put upon Ian. He's forever having to fill in and help out with my projects. So I put up a light to see if you could get a better view of it, but you really still can't get the details. I'll take some pictures too, and I'll include those in here. Honestly, even in the pictures, you can't see. It's only with the naked eye that I can really see all the different colors that go into making up each of the petals. I'm trying to see if there's a better. Not really. Oh well. Anyhow, I'm quite happy with that. I'd be happy with that as a gift, with the ace as a gift. Actually, it's really a good thing that I love her as much as I do, or else I might be tempted just to keep it, because I quite like that. I'll have to do something maybe for myself one of these days. So in the back, I covered up the back to protect everything, and the reason my fingers have super glue on them is I super glued on some paper, brown paper, to the back to protect the back of it. I would have used different glue, but I didn't have anything on hand, so I was just kind of using what I had, and it turned out bumpy and messy and was not a great success. But before I glued it on, I wrote a little note on the back, including the year, because, as I said before, forget-me-nots, and I just thought, you know, silly sentimental person that I am, that there might come a time where this is being moved, or the kids come across it or something, and they'll see the year, and my note that forget-me-not seemed appropriate, and they'll just remember this time when we were, you know, when best friends and family were kept apart. Yeah, and I kind of thought that was interesting, neat, kind of a little time capsule sort of thing. Like when I went to paint a dresser that my grandmother had found on the side of the road and painted for one of my cousins, and then painted again for me when I was born, and I went to paint it, and the bottom of the feet had bits of newspaper from the last time she painted it stuck, or maybe one of the times before, stuck and glued onto it. You could still read bits of headlines here and there and stuff like that. A little bit of history put in there. So yeah, I quite like that idea. As if it wasn't clear enough that I was sentimental by the fact that I'm sending all my messages with plants and flowers. Very like me. So yeah, I'm going to go get this packaged up and sent out, just dropped off on a doorstep. And that's it for me today. Bye.